Well, hello, my darlings. Happy Friday to you and welcome to a speed build on a Friday. We haven't done a speed build in a hot minute, I tell you. And here we are. We're doing one. This is the old mill house. The old mill house is an old mill house. I know. Shocking. I bet you couldn't have guessed it was an old mill house. But it is. We use lots of custom content here today. Some gorgeous pieces of custom content, especially the new living room stuff pack or custom content pack from Harry and Felixander. It is, I'm going to say it now, it's the most beautiful custom content I've ever seen in my life. And I say that with every new iteration of what these beautiful creatures bring to The Sims 4. But this is it's just stunning. Absolutely stunning. And this is the first time I've actually managed to do a full build with all of the objects. Now, you will probably see in the video at the beginning that I had a mill. I had a working mill wheel, water wheel. This is from a creator called Veranda. I will link it down below as well. And they are the only other custom content creators that I actually do use in this lot. The rest is all Harry and Felixander. So if you have all of their stuff, including the new pack, then you will have it in your game. But look at this lovely mill. Oh, I love it. And it's animated as well. You probably saw that as well. It actually spins around and I'm very much for it. Very, very much for it, I tell you. Yeah, it's lovely. Really, really lovely bit of custom content. I was going to be making one with the tool mod. Oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't do that because I was just like, oh God, here we go. Having to figure out this bloody tool mod to try and do this. And I was like, nope, thank God for custom content. Here we go. We've got a working wheel and it's amazing. I love it. And yes, so the mill house is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house that has been converted from an old mill, and I made sure to modernize it but still keep its original charm. In my head, this build would probably be listed, which means, I don't know, historic or wherever you are in the world. So a lot of things couldn't be changed in my head, but I still managed to slap in some gorgeous modern windows on the back and stuff. It just came together really nicely, and I love the interior of this place. I really loved playing around with the new stuff. It was gorgeous, and I was elated playing around with it. So well done to you, Harry and Felixander, and congratulations on another amazing custom content pack. It is just stunning. But yes, here we are, mill house. I've seen a lot of these mill house conversions. I've actually been in one in real life as well. One of my parents' friends actually live in one. And it was beautiful. Very, very nicely done. And I've also seen them on like Grand Designs, and I've also seen them on, The Restoration Man with George Clark, who is a hottie. If nobody knows who George Clark is, this gorgeous architect who does these beautiful like property programs in the UK. He's a bit hot, won't lie. So yeah, I've seen a lot of kind of mill houses being done, and I thought, you know what, I really want to create one, and what better pack to be able to do this with than the new gorgeous living room pack. And it's just stunning, absolutely beautiful. But we'll talk about more about that when we get into the interiors. Speaking of the interiors, I just wanted a very neutral, warm feeling on the inside, and I think I pulled through with it. I think it came out really, really nicely. You'll have to be the judge of that when we get to the interiors, my darlings. So this is the big modern window on the back. These gorgeous modern windows are from the bathroom pack. They're stunning. They're absolutely beautiful. I will leave a link to Harry and Felixander's website where you can go and download all of their custom content, apart from the living room pack, which is not out for public download at the minute. It's only on Patreon. But I'm not sure on what the date is. If I can get the date, I will leave the date down below on when this custom content pack is going to be released for the general public. So, yes. But to you guys that do have it, you can flop this in your game and it will be working. And yes, I love it. I've actually moved my sim self in here. You'll see my sim self flopping around this house, thinking he owns it, when really it's just a dream. But I would definitely love to live in a house like this. I'm not going to lie. I would love to live in an old mill house or something. But what I found with that is mill houses are usually next to kind of fast flowing water, so it is quite loud, and it's not like a relaxing flow of water. It's like a gush of strong water, and I'm not sure how I would deal with that. Even though when I was watching a program where one of them was being renovated, they actually put in double glazed windows and it knocked all the sound out. So yeah, maybe that's an option as well. So yes, but I love the layout of this place as well. Really nice kitchen on one side with a little dining area, and then a big living room on the other side as well. And I don't know, it just flowed through. The stairs were a little bit tricky to figure out because, yeah, they were just a bit of a pain in the bum. But I managed to pull through. I wanted like it to still reflect on that kind of British vibe where if it's an older build, a few of the corridors might be a bit tight and whatnot. I really, really like to have that feeling come across when I'm doing builds like this. So yes, you'll have to let me know what you think of this build when it comes to the end, love. So I don't know what I was doing here. We can ignore that. I was like, oh, a little bit of detail up there, darling. No, that looks bloody stupid. Get rid of it. So I did. So I did. Now, I was building, I don't know if I've moved it yet. I was building on a 30 by 40 lot. I actually reduced the size down and put this on the small, no, it's not the smallest lot. What's it called again? The Sunny Residence or something in Windenburg. It's at the top of the hill. I can't remember what it's called, but I actually reduced the size of the lot. I was just like, yeah, do you know what? This could be on a smaller lot and it would look cuter, and you'd still have enough outside space to go and sit outside and enjoy the fresh air, sit by the water. So that's exactly what I did. I actually moved it along to a different spot, and it just, I don't know, it really worked out nicely. Really did. Really, really did. How are you all doing? Thank you so much for all your lovely comments on my last video. I've yet to go back and answer most of them, but I have read them all. You guys are bloody hilarious. You really are. You make me piss myself laughing. I absolutely adore reading what you guys say. I really do. You're such a kind, hilarious, filthy bunch of people. Sorry. Filthy bunch of people, and I'm absolutely here for it. I bet at least one person out there shit themselves from that little sound effect then. And I hope you did. I hope I did. I hope you scared you. Just a reminder to you guys as well. I'll probably remind you at the end of this video because you know what I'm like. I'm going to be live on Twitch tonight at 7 p.m. GMT. We are playing Little Nightmares 2 for the first time. I can't bloody wait to get my tits scared off. So come along and join us. It's going to be a scream. I'm going to have a few drinks as well, I think. I think it's only right. It's a Friday. So yeah, come and join me on my adventures. Yeah, it'd be really cool. If you could. But yeah, here we go. I'm detailing all of the kind of the river area, really. I use a lot of debug plants and rocks and stuff. You've seen me do this lots of times before. I get a bit bored of using the same rocks, so I tried to mix them up with some of the ones from Jungle Adventure, the ones that look a little bit mossy. And I like it. I wish we can get more watercolors. You know what I mean? You know, the actual like pool color, you can change the color of the water. I want some more ones. I want some more different ones, like a slightly greeny looking one, not the one that looks like you're swimming around in shit, but just the ones that are just slightly green. They're all very blue, and I'd like to see like some water that almost looks like it's a pond water and stuff, you know? So I'd like to see that come through. So Sims team, get working, darlings, but don't forget to fix those bugs before you bring us anything new. Oh god. But yeah, that watermill is so cool. It comes in 3 swatches as well. So the creator of that, you are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that I managed to find that, because I was not looking forward to making that in the tool mod. I really wasn't. So thank god for custom content. Actually, behind the watermill, I put a modern window in it because I thought you're kind of missing out seeing this gorgeous wheel like from the inside. So I actually put a modern window behind it, and then in the living room you can actually see the wheel turning, and it just looks so cool. It's so effective. So I'm glad that I did that. I got my little architect head on, love, and I thought, do you know what? We're going to do that. Now ignore where I'm placing all of this ivy at the minute as well. I actually have to go and shuffle it or reshuffle everything around again. Main reasons being is when you put all the walls down, the ivy stays up, and I bloody hate that. Especially when you're on the floor at the bottom and you've got this ivy going up 3 heights, like, or 3 levels. It just looked a little bit weird. So I had to sadly yeah, get rid of some of the ivy, or not get rid of it, but just rejiggle it around so you weren't seeing it in places. But yeah, love that little hut thing that I've got on top of that like veranda area as well. I think that's from Snowy Escape. It's in Debug. I just thought it looked like a cute little shelter, and I ended up putting 2 little chairs and stuff in there, and I thought it was very nice indeed. But yeah, this is my and I say this all the time, but this is my favorite way to build. This is my shit. Like modern building, but I love traditional old British architecture with modern influence on it. I love that. It's, oh, as I said, it's my shit. And yeah, I really wanted to portray that with this, and I think it came out quite nice. I do, really do. So I needed a little bit of access off to the kind of side, so I used these stepping stones that I've used to Devon and lots of other builds. They just come in so handy. I think they're base game, but they're actually in live edit. And I just put a little like stepping stone trail just all the way around the side of the build, all the way to the stairs that go up onto that veranda area. But there is actually access from the actual build itself from one of the bedrooms onto that veranda. So that, yeah, the master bedroom has got this big open space, and I put lots of growing boxes and stuff up there. It's just, I like it. I really enjoyed doing this build. It took me a while to figure out what I was doing with this and sort of play around with it, especially with the interior, because I was just, I wanted to just get my look across on the interior using all of the new stuff and all of these neutral swatches. You're not fighting with swatches when you're using custom content, especially from Harry and Felixander, because they have very, very similar tastes to me. So I always find building with the Sims 4 stuff, it's a constant battle with the swatches. Whereas when I'm playing with custom content, I don't get that. I'm like, oh, that's lovely. That goes with that. That wood tone matches. Stunning, stunning, stunning. And it's all very nice. And I'm for it. Really am. Really, really am. What are you all getting up to this weekend? I've got Tom home tonight, so I'm going to be chilling out with Tom. He's actually got a week's break in his course as well, so he's going to be home all week. So that'd be really nice. And I think I'm going to take the little Blue out for a WALK, because I think I'm going to be getting this recording finished quite early, so we can go on a big walk today rather than just to the park. You just looked at me then. Oh shit, look away, not yet, Blue. Not yet. We're not quite there, darling. We've got to do some work, and then you can go out. Oh god. Talking to my dog mid-speed build. But the landscaping as well, I really wanted to just make it look a little bit natural, so I didn't go too heavily on anything. I just mainly used a lot of bushes, a lot of low-level flowers and stuff, and I think it came across really nicely. I think it did come across quite nice, and I was very pleased with it. Very pleased with it. I was. But yeah, nice. And those bushes come in so bloody handy. And these ivy pieces, these ivy like bits are from Snowy Escape, and I love using them everywhere as well. So there is quite a mixture of packs in here and custom content, mainly Snowy Escape, and I use a lot of Journey to Batu mainly for the flooring, because the flooring is stunning from that pack. But yeah, I love it. Love this little area out the front here as well. This little like cheeky little just greeny area. I use that gorgeous sort of concrete seat that is from the Jardin pack from Harry and Felix. I love them. Love. I say it all the time, but I'm just the biggest fans of both of them. I think they're absolutely iconic. I wish I could create custom content like this. I really do. Maybe one day I'll look into it, but it's just probably going to be too hard work, and I ain't got the time, darlings. Really haven't got the time. But I would love to make my own custom content. I really would. But yeah, I just haven't got the skill nor the time. So I don't think that's happening anytime soon. So we're up into the veranda area, as I said, using that little shelter area just to put 2 chairs from the Jardin pack and that new side table, that chunky wood side table, which is gorgeous from the new living room pack. Love the aesthetic of the new pack. It's just perfect. And yeah, I'm for it. Especially when we get into my favorite room. Oh, I don't know. I love the living room. The living room is probably my favorite, but I also really like the kitchen as well. You'll see the kitchen a bit further on too. Wanted an extra chimney in here, so I put an extra chimney on the other side. Main reasons being every single room including both of the bedrooms, have got fireplaces in. So we've got 4 fireplaces in this house. One in the living room, one in the 2 of the bedrooms, and one also in the home office, which is on the very top floor. I really wanted a home office in here because I was kind of building this for me. I was like, right, okay, well, what would I need? I was like, I'd need a big office. So I make my kind of like dream office in what would, if it was this kind of style of architecture, like my house, I do that. Yes, I do. But yeah, this is a little seating area on the outside. Again, trying to keep all those neutral wood tones, that very kind of pale timber tone. I use that throughout this build. And I love it. I very much like it. But that does not go to say that all of the other swatches aren't gorgeous. They are. But for me, that's my favorite, kind of like pale timber. And I'm just absolutely here for it. Really am. Really am. I was thinking as well, I really want to try and find some custom content roof tiles that do not look alpha. Some really lovely Maxis Match custom content roof tiles. If anybody knows any creators out there, then please leave their names down below in the comments, because I would love to go and check out some really lovely custom content roof tiles. They have to be Maxis Match as well, because I just like Maxis Match in my game. So yeah, if you can, link them down below. Anyway, look at us into the living room. So these sofas, I mean, well, I don't really need to say anything about them. Look at them. Just look at them. They are stunning. The detail on them are amazing. Those shelves are gorgeous. So obviously I will, when I'm doing speed builds, I always build the room first, and then I get rid of the furniture, and then I go through and put everything back where it was, just so you're not seeing me flick through too many swatches and stuff. So if you see it coming together quite fast, that's why. Because I knew what I was doing. I memorized the room and then go back and put everything down there. I was like, oh, should I put a desk in this corner? I was like, no, it's not the place. We've got a home office upstairs. We don't need to do that. But look at that amazing, like, Danish shelving unit. It's absolutely beautiful. These sofas as well. I've actually sat on a real life version of this sofa too. And I can't remember where. I cannot remember where the hell I've sat on one. I think it might have been a house party when I lived in London. Could be wrong. I went to many house parties when I lived in London, and I was always in an inebriated state when I was in those house parties. So I could have just maybe made it up in my head altogether, to be honest. But but no, I definitely have sat on one of those sofas before. Very comfy, very comfy. Do like them. I can't remember the actual designer who made these sofas, but kudos to them. Kudos to them indeed. So again, mixing a lot of the packs in here, including that like wood paneled wallpaper. I think that was from Harry's Heritage CC pack. I can't remember. I cannot remember which one it was. Oh, I'll have to find that out. And I will link it down below. If you do want to have that, because it's got that like, oh, there's me whiffling out the game. I think I pressed F1. I will link it down below in the description anyway. So yes, very stunning. This area changes around here. I just wasn't feeling what I was doing. I think it was just feeling a bit too cramped. This little corner here, I really wanted an outlook where they could come and sit. I used that lamp as well from Journey to Batuu. It's actually an outdoor lamp, but I actually sized it down and used it as this like industrial lamp on the interior, and I just think it suited the aesthetic I was going for in here. So yeah, I end up decluttering that area. It was just looking a little bit too cramped for in here, and I think I shuffle it over to this side. No, I don't. I just maneuver I get rid of the painting behind the plant and I put it over here instead. So yeah, this was me like, oh god, no, I actually don't like what I did before, so I'm going to change it. So that's probably why it's taken me a little bit of time to sort this area out, but I much prefer how this area looks. And look at that gorgeous leaning wall art from the new pack. Stunning. And I love the art pieces that they've got. They've got dipped frames. So it's paintings that have been dipped in paint. I've actually got one of those in my house. I cannot remember the artist who did it. Oh god, I can't remember, but I love it. But you'll see that when we go out into the hallway in just a second. So living room's done. You'll see it in the video tool. Kitchen, using the country kitchen one of Harry's custom content packs I will leave down below that you can go and download. And I really didn't want to use a concrete kitchen this time. I really wanted a wooden tops, and this beautiful kitchen comes with all the swatches you could ever need with these beautiful wooden tops. And yeah, I'm absolutely for them. Really, really am. And I think, yeah, this is just a nice kitchen. I really wanted to raise it up as well on a platform, just so it's got a bit of detail on the inside. It didn't look too flat, so I just raised it up one and used these gorgeous shelves. Look at these stunning shelves. Now I know I'm using this little piece, you'll see in a minute. I'm using the little like corner piece on the edges here. They don't really go there, but I just put them there anyway, just to sort of extend those shelves nicely. But yes, very, very nice. Now I was going to use this dining table that came with, I think it was with the Jardin pack. Could be wrong. I think it was. I ended up going for the picnic bench instead from Snowy Escape. So I put the Snowy Escape picnic bench in this, just to give it a bit more of a farmhouse vibe. I really wanted this kitchen to have a modern farmhouse vibe. Obviously, it's got these big bifo doors off of the dining area. But yeah, I like it. It's just this is my aesthetic. And I do love building in my aesthetic. It's so nice. It's so nice to not have to think about a sim, if you know what I mean. Because usually if I'm doing Let's Build the Worlds or something, I'm building for their kind of like looks and styles and stuff. Sometimes I'll get influenced with my own style, but it's nice to be able to just build something in my own style. And I think that's why I love Design Me Devon so much as well, because I get to do that. Even though I'm building for other sims, I'm doing it in my style. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm the designer and architect. So I really like that. I do. Love that picnic bench though, even though we don't need 65 of them in game, to be honest. But it does really suit this kitchen. I think I like it. I do very much love this kitchen. I think it just suits the house. Just suits the house. So we're out into the hallway now. So the hallway's quite wide. It's like 3 tiles wide. I really wanted a wide hallway. I'd imagine this mill house would be in the countryside anyway, so you would need a bit of a bigger hallway to take your boots and stuff off. This is that dipped painting that I was on about. Look at that. That's from the living room pack. Gorgeous. I've got something very similar, but it's more pop art. It's actually dipped in like a kind of neon yellowy green color. And yeah, I love it. I just can't remember the artist. I bought it up in Brighton years ago, but I can't remember the artist. But yes, that was the hallway. We're up into one of the bedrooms. So this bedroom, I really wanted a softer pink aesthetic coming through with hints of green here and there. So you'll see me put a bit more color into these rooms compared to downstairs. Again, I know where everything's going because I've already pre-built this. So I end up getting rid of the curtains, and I changed the curtains to pink here, but I end up getting rid of that pink. It was just looking a little bit too kitschy for me. I wanted to use this rug as well, and I was just like, no, it's a little bit too bright for me for this room. So I muted down with this beautiful rug from the new living room pack. And I just love it. Love this bedroom. Another one of my favorite rooms. It's got to be this bedroom as well. Now, these awkward little like alcoves, I purposely put like that because I knew I wanted to do like a little shelving moment in there. So I used the shelves from the kitchen pack from Harry and Felix. And yeah, they just come in so handy. They come in so handy. So I'm going to make sure to keep that in mind every time I do a build, these little awkward nooks, by putting some shelving in. Look at that rocking chair as well. Loved that rocking chair. And we did do it in a dusky pink too. And I was like, do you know what? We're getting rid of those lanterns and we're going to do some pendulum lighting here. So I do some medium pendulum lighting, and I just really like how that looked. It would have been better if I got rid of that main ceiling light as well, but it just looked a little bit too dark. And I was going to put a spotlight in, and then it was too bright. And I know I could go into game and change that, but we just haven't got time, darlings. I haven't got the time. But these wardrobes and stuff as well from Harry's country collection, they're stunning. I mean, just look at them. They're amazing. They fit into the game perfectly. And, oh, yeah, they're gorgeous. So I made use of them throughout both of these bedrooms, especially using the beds and stuff. But just love this dusky pink moment. I do. And now over into the other bedroom. So the second bedroom, I darkened the wood down here a little bit more, just matching with the floor, because I knew I was going for this greener look with this place, or this room, sorry. So I do darken the floor down a little bit, and I use that gorgeous new mirror that I've used behind a couple of the fireplaces as well. It's got this like smoky texture on it, which I love. I'm looking for a real antique mirror with a smoky texture to it as well, but my God, they're so expensive. I fell in love with this mirror. I think it was on Vinteria, which is like a vintage like interior shop online. I fell in love with this mirror. Really beautiful, smoky, antique mirror. And it was £2,000. I thought, no thanks, darling. No, thank you very much. I will be flopping myself to IKEA and spray painting a mirror instead, babe. I don't think, even if ever I had enough money for that kind of thing, I don't think I ever would be able to justify spending that much money on something like that. I don't know why. It's not in my DNA, love. No, not at all. Anyway, we're on to the office look. So this is the last room that you're going to see me furnish. So this is the main office on the home office, sorry, on the third floor, using those gorgeous new desks from the living room pack. I love this office. Again, it's got its own fireplace and everything up here. I really wanted to have a corner moment with this place, so I used the bigger one and the smaller one to just sort of like put them together and have a big corner desk moment. Now I didn't want the desk to click in, or the chair to click into the desk, so I did that little cheat where you can kind of put it at a jaunty angle. So if you do download this knot, you need to remember to get that chair pushed in, as you simply won't be able to use the PC, darlings. But yes, I love this room. Do really like how this came out. And I wanted this to look a little bit more semi-industrial. So you see me use a bit more of a darker aesthetic with some of the furnishings, like that chair, for example, the woods and stuff. But I still think it matches in with the house, and keeping the original stone that's on the outside, on the inside as well. That played its part in this build as well. But yes, very nice. Again, guys, leave me lovely comments down below. Let me know what you think of the build. And don't forget to go and give some love to Harry and Felix for this amazing custom content pack, because it's just amazing. And I can't wait for you guys who haven't got Patreon to be able to download this into your game. It shouldn't be too long. I think it's only like a month, and then they usually put their stuff up for public release. So you haven't got too long to wait, darlings, before this can be in your game. But if you haven't already, maybe like consider, if you can, consider supporting them on Patreon, because they're making all of this amazing stuff and they're doing it better than the Sims team. And I'm absolutely for it. So yeah, this is me sorting out a bit more of a darker aesthetic. So with this little chair, all blue with a snort, with this little armchair, I made sure to do it in a little charcoal grey and stuff, and put a nice console table behind it. Very nice indeed. And I think we leave off with a little bookshelf over here of some descript. I can't remember what we did. But anyway, I'm going to say goodbye now. A video tour is coming up, my loves. Don't forget, I'm live on Twitch tonight at 7 p.m. If you can't join me, I will be back on Monday with the next part of Let's Build the Worlds. Goodbye, my loves.